Yeah, that's right. So with that study, what they did is they actually put trackers on some of the white sharks out into the water here. They left during the really cold water from that tropical storm. And now, during this El Nino period, the water is warming back up and those sharks are returning.
New research shows juvenile great white sharks off the San Diego coast abandoned their coastal nursery as the Tropical Storm Hilary moved in. Scientists believe the sharks weren't just escaping the waves. They say the storm caused sea surface temperatures to plunge more than 10 degrees Fahrenheit in less than a day, and the rapid cooling likely drove the young sharks to search for warmer water. And during this El Nino period with warming ocean water, more sharks could stay closer to the beach.
The sharks could potentially stay much later in the season, and they could also be in higher numbers, and we're seeing that in several areas along the Southern California coast.
Keep coming, keep coming.
Researchers from UC San Diego's Scripps Institution of Oceanography and Cal State Long Beach tracked 22 juvenile great white sharks using acoustic tags. Before the storm, they were detecting up to 19 sharks an hour off Torrey Pines and Del Mar. When Hilary arrived, those detections were cut in half. The sharks moved to calmer, more sheltered waters, then returned just days after the storm passed and ocean waters started to warm back up.
But as we see this warm water potentially going to persist throughout the year, we could see sharks staying longer in their aggregation sites and potentially being more of them at these nursery hotspots.
Scientists say it's the first direct evidence showing how young great white sharks respond to an extreme weather event.
It's very common this time of year for people to have a lot of questions about sharks, and particularly white sharks, and that just highlights how important it is to study these animals in their natural habitats, and it's so important to have long-term monitoring programs that are able to answer some of these questions that people are so curious about.
The study also looked at shark bites and found no increase, despite a growing shark population and more people entering the water.
We haven't seen bite risks increase, so that just really speaks to the fact that these sharks, they're natural parts of a healthy ecosystem, and they're really not going after humans.
He went on to say this study is so important because of so many storms that we get off the coast here that really change that water temperature. It's important to know where those sharks are, as we do have to share the water, their natural habitat, with those who like coming to the beach. I'm Alex Cheney. Back over to you.